touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey.
All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Green 18. Here we go. Get 300. Get 300. Sponge. No. You go take. Green 18.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Michel. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
He's checking. Crash. Go, Mike 51. Hey. Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go. Tommy crash. Check. Check, we begin it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
We got this. Grant down the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
What now? 280. Hey, watch the slam. Check. Watch out.
On 1st down, it's Bradley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We're good. 180.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check 52. Hey, wait on 2. Hey, Delta. 59.
Carr now to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, you. 51.
Here's Carr. Caught by Wilson. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Heavy. Quick down. Who's right, Chief? You're mine.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
They'll run on first down. Bradley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's eating.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check 53. Check 53. Hey, wahoo! I'm coming
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Patriots 0. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Hey, take 26. We need to do it. We need to do it.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Patriots 0.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Cat 300. Cat 300.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check. Check out. Yeah, Liz. Look at you.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. A full start backs them up 5. First and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch the flag. Hey, 88. SOS.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Myers. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Time to go, 7:34. 51.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Look again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Big stop, let's go. 55's mark, guys, 55.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Bradley, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Bradley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Check, crouch.
On 3rd down, Bradley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls get through goalposts.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers now to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, high 7. 55. Strip the ball.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Justin Lane there defensively that time to knock it free.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
26. 15. Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Grant. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
You don't know no better. Kill, kill, kill. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Now, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 180. Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. All day, all day. Mike check 33. 3694. Pick it up, G. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Throwing his car on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
55, my guy, 55. Let's go one more.
From the gun, Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Fresno. Jim.
Well, Dumbo.
Check safety. 36.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, watch it. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Bradley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Here we go, let's bring it. Shit. Begin.
On 1st down, it's Bradley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back. Watch twins.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bradley. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 2nd down.
Green 18. Army. 49, check 49, check 49. Hey, check 24, watch 24. All right. Deuce. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
Watch the curl. Check 50. Get Mike. Under 6-3. 218, chopper. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Inside. Ship.
Again, it's Michel. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr looking left sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. 33. Later one. Let's get off the field.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Bradley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 28-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
55. Check. 55. Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Yeah, live. 55, Mike, got 55.
Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Rush in. Show it up.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got his man. That's Harry. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go, 50. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike's 50.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Inside. Mike 55. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Meredith. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Check 37. Say. Kill.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
3rd down and 9.
318. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. I got you, boy. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. 319. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's outfield. It's outfield.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the two-point conversion.
Back north. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Flip again. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. And flip again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
29. You think you gonna get this?
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr over the middle, complete. That's Steele. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Go. 4 down. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Wilson has it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Get 300. Get 300. No. Come on, God, 55. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got 300.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more red tape coming.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day, dog.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Smooth. Come on, baby. Let's see what you get done. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Back north. Alert.
Check 6 guys.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Dorsett's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Green 18. I'm trying to collect. 630.
On first down, Rodgers gets it to Meredith complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Get ready. Mike's 57's right.
Rodgers again now. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Mike, right there in the middle, 55. Yeah, you don't want none. Mike 55. You.
And again, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
That's it. Big hit.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.